What's up, guys? I got a tripod tonight. Let me get it in here. This thing is stiff. Sweet. Heck yeah. There we go. Set this here real quick. Bend this down a little bit. This thing is new, man. I gotta get used to this thing. Hey, man. What up, Gordo? Sorry, dude. I'm just bought a new tripod just for you guys. Let me turn down my cartoons. Got Zelda playing, the old Super Mario Brothers Super Show, Legend of Zelda. And let me pull up the chat really fast. Gotten some sweet trades today. Sweet, sweet trades. Bam, bam, down again. Bam, bam, shoot down. Bam, bam, shoot down. And then, there we go. Now, where do I, how do I bring up the settings? Okay, that's fine, that's fine. I just want to be able to see the comments in full screen. It's not gonna let me do that. I need you, Vega. I need Vega. Vega! Gordo, I need Vega, dude. Vega's my tech guy, if you do not know who Vega is. And I will move this closer here in a second. I'm just getting set up. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. What up, Ivan? Welcome back, buddy. How you guys doing? Let me clear off some counter space. But before I clear it off, I'll show you what I'm clearing off. These guys are all ready to go. But yeah, I got in the Star Wars Xbox 360 edition. It's pretty sweet. Guys are really nice. Does have the Kinect with it. And the C3PO controller. It's pretty awesome. Got a PS4 Pro, 2 controllers. Working great. Usually they have stick drift. These guys didn't, which is awesome. But I am gonna move this big bad boy over here. I am ready to talk Zelda, you guys. Tears of the Kingdom. Do me a favor, Gordo, Ivan, if you guys are gonna be here in the chat for a while talking about this, if new people kind of like jump in, let them know that this is spoilers, because I'll go on rants tonight, you guys, like I usually do. So just let them know that if they've never played Tears of the Kingdom, yeah, we're gonna be talking about it. But we've had enough time. We've had enough time. I don't know. It's just something about kind of doing a review right after you get done playing the game, right after it comes out. I can't really get into that. You need time to let it like marinate, to like really, with a game that big, like process it all. Let's see who's showing up. We got Gordo, Ivan's here. Ooh, Bleed Black. Say hi to Brian Wilson for me. Miss your store now that I moved to Queen Creek. Queen Creek's not that far, dude. My buddy Gene, who's in like all the Get a Life Bros, like videos, the Portland. I just went to Texas with him, just very shortly, like not too long ago. Gene's the man. Gene helped me stream in Texas. He lives out in Queen Creek. He's the horse whisperer. He like works with horses, man. Makes bank. I want to go work with him, seriously. If he needs like an apprentice, I'm afraid of horses, but what a good way to get over it. Vega the Walking Video Game show at Game On Expo? Yeah, he was. He looked great. His whole setup was so impressive. I feel bad because I didn't really even get like a chance last year to just kind of even have 15 minutes to just go over there and just like really appreciate it, even like film it. I was just really busy at Game On Expo. Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. You were so good in many ways. Oh. When I really start talking about Zelda here in a little bit, I'll probably let the chat go here for a little bit. Probably gonna go sit down, kind of set up a little area. Plus my phone is not really charged right now for this, so it might be a shorter stream than the 3 hours from the other night. But 3 hours flew by. That was easy. I just like would rather be like playing video games, or like right tonight I'm gonna be, while I'm talking to you guys and going on this rant, I'm just be like down here like cleaning like PS3. There's a PS2 down here that I'll show you guys in a second that I need to clean. I don't really like want to buff out discs and do a live stream because you won't hear anything. It's gonna go, that's all you're gonna hear. It's gonna suck. So don't want to do that. Oh my god, this cartoon show of Legend of Zelda over here. If you guys can see it really fast. It's kind of far, but whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Look at that. If you could see what Ganon is holding. Oh, he was holding a very, very important item that we're going to be discussing later. I'm doing karaoke, dude. What up, Eagle? Every night, man. All right, so do you guys do karaoke? If you do, write in the chat the most embarrassing karaoke song you've ever been, that you maybe wanted to do. Like, people, who cares? Just write the most like embarrassing one. I want to see it. I want to see. That would be great. Legend of Beavis. Hey, butthead. That's great. All right. Got a bunch of stuff to show you guys tonight from trades from earlier. Already showed that we got the Star Wars Xbox 360 R2-D2. Everything. Oh, when that thing boots up, it's just so cool. I think that, or the Gears of War, like red and black. Which, is that Gears of War? Which Gears of War was that when they did that? I have no idea. I have no idea. When they did the Xbox 360 Gears of War edition, which Gears of War game was that? Is it the first one? I don't think it was the first one. Because they didn't know if they had a hit or not. So I'm going to automatically just say no on that one. I'll probably say the third one. Probably the third one. Well, excuse me, princess. He's great. I can show you a really cool painting of him later too. I'm staring at it right now. It's just gonna be hard to get it up there. I mean, not really hard. I just gotta put up a ladder and pull down an Atari Jaguar and a PC Engine Duo to get to it, but that's easy. That's easy. What's up, guys? What are you up to? How was your night? How was your night? How was your day? Night's just begun. Night's just begun. How was your guys' day? And if you do know if the Gears of War Xbox 360 edition came out, which Gears of War game was that for? Please let me know. Yeah, dude. I sang Dick in a Box about 10 years ago, karaoke with a fellow Marine. Dude, I don't even know if it's disrespectful to like salute because I've never been in the armed forces, so respect, dude. That's awesome. I'll give you like a fist bump because I don't know. Disrespectful? Because like, what if you do it wrong? Ivan, my daughter's made me sing Let It Go. That's beautiful, dude. That's great. Were they there? Were they there? Eagles looking for games, dude. I'm not on the clock right now, buddy. Coming to the shop. I did get in some sick stuff though. You're gonna want to see some of the PS2. Some of the PS2 games down there are pretty good. Just watching the Zelda show really fast, if you can kind of see it, right next to Link's head was his fairy, but it's not Navi, it's Sprite. Whatever happened to Sprite? Sprite's gone. I mean, she was a perv. She just wanted to get with Link. Ivan's not working tonight, dude. Awesome. Because I do remember the last chat. I was saying I hope you guys, I think, like, we're... Like, well, yeah, man. Like, hopefully you guys are just playing video games at 8 o'clock at night. But some people work at night. It's cool. Night jobs are sweet. You usually get paid more. And you never really have to work with, like, a lot of, like, customers. Well, some people want to work with customers, but most people don't. Eagle's always working, man. It's the money, man. It's the grind. Times are tough. Times are tough. I mean, even like owning the game store, my original plan, dudes, like were I was a dance instructor, so I always thought that I would still keep teaching dance like on the side to make like cash on the side. And when COVID hit, it just kind of changed everything. And I just like found myself like not really training anymore. So if you're not really training, then I don't feel like you should be teaching. I wish I could make the chat bigger. Because guys, I can't read that well. Well, not read that well. I can't see that well. I can't read that well. I'm stupid. Like, I'm really stupid. Swear. I swear. I swear. All right. So, let's take a little look around. Let's take a little look around. One more time, if you just came in, we did just get that. This Xbox right here. Very pretty in the front. I do need to clean it up because look at those scuff marks. Yuck. Yuck, dudes. But C3PO is looking really good. And I would say maybe like 1 out of 3 of these consoles that come in do come with the white Connect. So that's cool to get. That's cool to get. Again, the PS4 Pro. I'm going to switch this around really quick just to make it a little easier. But down here, I'll start bringing this up here and showing you guys in a second. Got a bunch of big box special editions. And then a stack of PS2 stuff that's hiding underneath Dead Cells. Some pretty uncommon, I wouldn't say rare, maybe like one borderline-ish, rare-ish game. Because I just don't get it very often. But good thing too are the discs. Whoever the owner was before took really good care of them. Took really good care of him. Oh, this is my new baby. Gonna be setting this thing up soon, so we can start getting multiple camera angles, get the little switcher box thing, so we can start switching between like talking here. I'm actually thinking about at the apartment, just converting the apartment into like a studio for whatever, green screen. God, I'd love to start doing like stop motion animation again with like toys and video games. Oh, that'd be so fun. Just picked up these big bad boys at the Toy Expo. Got the Zelda Link to the Past edition Super Nintendo. Box has seen better days, but still, not bad. Not bad at all. This box is in pretty dang good condition, but we did also pick up the Wind Waker. I'm gonna try to be there tomorrow, man, for the Star Wars console. Here's the thing. I want you to have it, but it won't be available, buddy. There's rules to this game. When you buy an item that has a serial number, yep, serial numbers, they must be reported to the city. Almost do like a pawn slip for me thingy. And it has to clear through a little email thing that we get really fast before we can sell it. If we sell it before that and someone came in and did an inspection and they were like, oh, you're supposed to have this item with the serial number, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and then you go into the back room and we don't have that, we're screwed. We're screwed. It's a huge fine. I'm not paying that fine. I'm not paying that fine. Even if someone's like, oh, dude, what's the fine? I'll just give you the money. No, you won't. Not when you know what the fine is. Nope. Believe me. Believe me. Show and tell time, yes. Last time we streamed just a few nights ago, it was really good Super Nintendo stuff and some pretty good Wii U games too. Pretty good Wii U stuff for sure. Bing, 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 bing. But let me get some of these out of the way. Right before I closed up the shop, I'd say probably about 6:30 tonight, my dudes came in, brought in Dead Cells, which is pretty sweet. I've never played Dead Cells. Is Dead Cells good, you guys? You guys played this? It's good. I know what it's like. It's Castlevania. Excuse me, Mesa. I like the excuse me like everything tonight. Oh, excuse me, Microsoft. Excuse me, Starfield. Excuse me, Game Awards. Well, excuse me, ending of Tears of the Kingdom. Look at my phone. My phone's already saying 10% battery. So I probably should start discussing this with you guys. Short stream. But still, let's do some games first. Got Cobra Kai 2. Played the first one. I would try to play this, but I have way too much to play right now, so we're gonna sell it. And then also got in Frogger Ancient Shadow. Sweetness. Konami. Put deposit down. Dude, I want to sell it to you, man. Trust me. Like, and I will. Like, it'll be available soon. It's like a few days. It's just not tomorrow. We just got it. We just got it. Takes a little bit. I make this bigger. I should make this bigger. All right, let's do. I'm gonna grab this item really quick, put it up. So I think it's pretty sweet. It's like Christmas, man. Seriously, it's like Christmas in here. If you guys have played this game, you might like Sekiro. Sekiro was great. Inside this bad boy comes a pretty sweet statue. Oh, I think, yeah, sorry. Yeah, it would be, yeah, that way. Boom. Thing's great. That thing's great. This is an awesome game. It's really hard. Really, really hard. My nephew showed me it though, and he showed me at the very beginning when you're fighting, I don't want to give away too much, but when you're fighting a dude at the very beginning of the game and you're not supposed to win, he beat him. Hand still gets cut off, game still begins, but it's pretty sweet. There's also some other stuff in here, like you get these like little like token things, which are pretty sweet. Kind of remind me of Shenmue. And then scroll of some sort. This doesn't have the steel case game in it. Kind of stinky, but I really like the box, and I really like statues. Statues are great. He got a store credit offer on this because it wasn't fully complete. So just a store credit offer on this. But yeah, you know, he was really happy. He seemed really, really happy. He did what we call a taco deal here, where he got some cash and he got some store credit for all the stuff I'm about to show you guys. Got it in the Wolfenstein big old boy here. It's pretty sweet. There's like a action figure and everything in here. It's pretty sweet. Yes, guys, Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Got in this guy too. Oh, here. Sorry, Xbox. I'm gonna turn this a little bit. Move this Xbox. I have never seen this big box edition of Call of Duty World War II. But yeah, it's got everything in there. It's still like wrapped up. Well, it's not sealed. Oh man, dude, there's like 6 patches. What? I'm gonna see these patches. 2, 3, 4. Ah, 5 patches. Dang it, dude. One of these days I'm gonna get the toothpicks right. Check it out, you get these cool patches. I'm not a huge Call of Duty guy. Games are really hard. You guys are awesome, because I know a lot of people are into them, which is great. And then it also came with this. Which is really awesome. Now that's a cool statue. That's a cool statue. Those dudes, man. Heck yeah. Saving Private Ryan style, World War II, Medal of Honor front lines. Oh! What else did we get? A couple strategy guides really fast. I believe this is Destiny. It doesn't say on the cover, but pretty sure that's Destiny. That's kind of heavy. And then, what a fantastic video game. What a fantastic video game. This is so good. So good. Play Uncharted 4, you guys. Play Uncharted 4. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so dope. This is so dope. This right here. This makes me excited for June. We're gonna be going to the SoCal Gaming Expo sometime in the beginning of June. But what we're hoping is to stay for like an extra day and possibly go to Super Nintendo World at Universal Studios. Check this out, you guys. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Look where it's from. Look where it's from. It's Super Nintendo World. This is the popcorn holder. You get like a flavored popcorn that goes in there that you get to like put this on your shoulder, walk around, munch on your popcorn while you wait in the 3.5-hour line for the Mario Kart ride. Somebody sold this to me today. And to quote the great Billy from the Game Chasers, I knew I had to have it. I knew I had to have it. It was awesome. Taco Tuesday, spoilers are coming. I'm gonna probably have to switch my phone off to the tripod over to my charger bay over there, just so my phone doesn't die here in a second, so we can really, I wanna sit down in my chair, grab my pipe, and really dive into Tears of the Kingdom. I wanna know what you guys are thinking about it, so if you've got points ready, stuff, even if you loved it, because every single time we do this, it's always like you're gonna bash it, and no, this game's gonna get a huge pat on the back, because it does deserve it. But there's also a reason why it didn't win Game of the Year. Yes. Love Uncharted, dude. Gordo, you are, man, Uncharted's great. I still haven't seen the movie, though, with Tom Holland. Wish they would make the Indiana game like it, like an Indiana Jones game. They need to just, yeah, like Uncharted is pretty much the new Indy. What up, Rat? Or do you like to go by Zombie? Because there is another zombie who's gonna be in the chat a lot. And I'm always gonna call Jesse Zombie. So if you wanna go by Rats, Rat Zombie, whatever, dude. Everybody, when I say your names too, like Gordo, I know it's Gordo Stein, but like I would just call you Gordo. It's easy. It's easy. Gordo, you think that the Ecto 1 popcorn holder might beat that Mario Kart? I haven't seen that, dude. That thing's pretty sweet though. Rat Zombie, you're Rat from now on. So if like we're doing these in like 3 years from now and we've got like 17 different types of like rat prints and they're just like, call me Rat. Fuck you, Rat Zombie is Rat forever. You are the king of the rats, dude. Now if somebody comes and wants to be called Rat King, well, you'll always still be number one. Always be number one. All right, I'm gonna go, let's set this up really fast. I'll give you a really quick shot of some of the other stuff I can show off later, because I don't know if I'm gonna have time to open these up, but check that out. Oh. And then check out what game that is. That's a big box, guys. That's a pretty sweet statue. And then we still got all the, ooh, there's your little like teaser right there. That's the top boy right there. And I know the new one just came out. A lot of people are excited about the new one. I'm gonna set this up really fast right here. It's time to talk some Zelda. Sorry guys, 1 second. Phone's about to die. Don't want it to. I don't want to have to start the stream again. It's gonna be shaky here for probably just a second. How can we get the best position for this? Here we go. Oh my gosh, I got some dope stuff to show you. Still too. That's not even it. Check this out. I cannot wait to start filming for the channel with my old Sony Handycam that I used to do skate videos with in the early 2000s. Video footage on this is pretty DVD, and I love it. I forget how hard it was to shoot with these. Really, really hard. Everything's so zoomed in. So zoomed in. Man, I got some goodies in that backpack too. But here we go. Let me flip this around. Get this set up on my charger so then I know it's not going to die. But I'm going to have to put it down here. Zip, I'll sit down. There we go. Where's a video game I can use? Come here, Conker's Bad Fur Day. Come here, Conker's Bad Fur Day. Let me use you. Let me use and abuse you. Let me use and abuse you. I need you as my prop. I need you as my prop. Until I can get a stupid chord thing. I need a few more chords. All right. It's not the best angle. Who cares? We just need to hear about this. Okay, Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Get ready. I need my drinks. I need my drinks. We're gonna go deep. Yup. Going deep. Yup. Need all my drinks. I need something to make me happy. If I get mad, I need something to get out of the way. Oh, this will really, really make me happy if I get mad. I'll keep that. That's like, this is the emergency item. You can't see it. I'm hiding right now on purpose. Oh, God, dude, I forgot I bought that for $0.25. Oh. Okay. Okay. Yep. That way I can sit here. I got my consoles right here. I got some Lysol wipes. I can clean. I can talk. I'm gonna have my Zelda hats here around me. You can't see them, but it's gonna get me in the mood. My Majora's Mask hat. This thing's awesome. I think my daughter bought me that, or my brother or somebody. Okay. Let's see. I want to see everything. I want to see all the live chats. There we go. Cool. Heck yeah. YouTube. So I have my computer right here next to me, so I won't be able to see the chat too often. But I'm just doing this really fast, guys, so I can charge my phone. Should have my phone charged. Okay, you guys give me a thumbs up if you're ready to start talking about Tears of the Kingdom. Spoilers, we will be talking about the ending. But we're also going to be talking about the future of this franchise. What do you think is going to happen next? What I think is going to happen next? Awesome, Ivan. Double, you ready to go? Double, buddy. Hey, welcome. 00. Hey, everybody's kind of new to the chat, man. So if you want to be called Double, you want to be called D0, let me know. I try to give everybody like nicknames. As I'm talking, I got my friend, my Wampa. If I get mad, just grab him. Just gotta keep me happy. Because there is some stuff in this game that really made me mad. Mostly the end. Oh. Oh. Rat. Rat hasn't played it. Okay. So let's start. Rat, have you played Breath of the Wild? Can we at least get a little like refresher and start with Breath of the Wild? Double's fine? Sweet.
Breath of the Wild ends. You beat Calamity Ganon. You've had enough time to figure that out. One of the coolest things about Tears of the Kingdom is right off the bat, it rewards you for playing Breath of the Wild because it continues. It felt like an old X-Men the animated episode, like where it's like, oh man, we get to just keep going with these characters, this world. The tutorial oh wait, before we even get to the tutorial beginning, when you get to the crypt and Ganon comes out, every time Ganon was on screen throughout Tears of the Kingdom, I was like, more. Please give us more. This dude is so good. And if you've been in the shop, you've heard this before, but the internet has not. Like Dot Hack or Ratchet and Clank. The tutorial section of Tears of the Kingdom took a little while. The new mechanics were really fun. It was very familiar. I really felt that Breath of the Wild, what was the best part of Breath of the Wild was just Hyrule itself. Exploring that land was so fun. Going around like a mountainside and not knowing what was going to be there, not knowing what enemy was going to be there. Holy shit, it's a Lionel. And then getting wrecked. I know when I was talking to customers, your guys' biggest concern was that when Tears of the Kingdom was going to come out, how are we going to like this game as much if it's the same as Breath of the Wild? Because that was shocking. We had never played a Zelda game like that before. Well, Tears of the Kingdom nailed it. As soon as you got off of the tutorial island and you made it down to Hyrule and you saw that, wow, this is the world that I thought I knew. But it's very different now. Different enough that exploring it was still fun. It wasn't going to be nearly as fun as Breath of the Wild. So Breath of the Wild gets a point for exploration of Hyrule. But let's hold on to that point. Because we all knew that in the Tears of the Kingdom trailers that we were going to be going up. A lot of people thought that, man, it's like, this is like Skyward Sword Part 2. It's going to be all up in like Sky Islands. And yeah, we got a ton of Sky Islands. Sky Islands were great. Diving around, seeing all the islands were great. Were the islands great enough, combined with the messed up Hyrule, to still make it more enjoyable than Breath of the Wild? I don't know. I don't think so. Probably not. Probably close. But then you got to see those holes in the ground, and you got to explore one of the coolest things, which was the depths. A Stranger Things upside down world inside of Hyrule. And I just kept waiting and waiting and waiting for them to say something to like really like honor these depths. I was hoping that the Hylians call it the depths, but that later on in the game. And Rat, you need to cover your ears right now, buddy. Cover them. They're covered. Later on in the game, I was hoping that the depths were gonna be called what we all thought, Dark World. Dark World underneath Hyrule the entire time, not going through some portal, man. It's right underneath us. This is where the bad boys live, right underneath our house. But it didn't come up. Okay, Rat, I guess you can kind of come back, buddy. Rat, awesome. I'll try to do that. But towards the end, dude, I don't know what's going to happen. So the depths, and I'll just call them that, the depths were fantastic. And the fact that the depths is the entire size of the map was just so shocking. Was it a little overkill? It can be, but if you've played Assassin's Creed games lately, guys, then you know that exploration, we do it. We do it. So with the depths, I think it's kind of like a draw between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom as far as exploration. Breath of the Wild had that wow factor because it was the first time we had ever seen Hyrule look that awesome and grand. If you can see it, you can do it. But in Breath of the Wild, when we were playing that game, you would get to these awesome creatures called divine beasts. And inside the divine beasts were these giant labyrinths that felt very hollow. There wasn't anything to do in them outside of just they were big puzzles. That was it. There was no enemies. And the blights of Ganon bosses at the end of every divine beast, they weren't very memorable. They were okay, but they weren't very memorable, and they didn't look that great. I always remember them looking like kind of like blobby Transformer Michael Bay stuff. Calm down. Calm down, my guy. Tears of the Kingdom comes around. Goes back to the temple format. And for Rat, I'm not going to say how many temples, but there's a few. And the temples were much better than the divine beasts. Much better. And you guys, I won't be able to check the chat really quick because I'm just going to talk about this and then I'll go back over and then I'll hear everybody's 2 cents. So Tears of the Kingdom, I was hoping, and customers were hoping, that divine beasts, these temples in the second game were going to be better. And they did. They get the check. Boom. In Breath of the Wild, running around that giant map, you fight a lot of the same enemies. So we wanted more enemies in the sequel. We got them. We got a lot of new enemies. There were a few enemies that, like, I wish they would show up more in certain areas. You didn't get them enough. But we got more enemies. Check mark. Tears of the Kingdom is doing well. So right now, Breath of the Wild, a game that, 7 years ago? One game of the year, is being one-upped by its sequel. Terminator is losing to Terminator 2. Enemies good. Dungeons good. Ganondorf, awesome. The actual explanation of why they call it Tears of the Kingdom and finding these tears that have memories, loved that. That was great. Ugh. And Rat, you're about to hear some more stuff, man, but this isn't really so much spoiler. It's just more, it's like, I was kind of confused by it, but this was kind of how I took it. You find out that in Breath of the Wild that these characters can live to be thousands of years old. But you find out in Tears of the Kingdom that there's like different iterations of Princess Zelda and Link's. And at the beginning of Tears of the Kingdom, Zelda gets sucked back in time to the beginning of Hyrule. Oh my gosh. Is that not just like Ocarina of Time kinda and like scratching that itch? It was so good. So the story in Tears of the Kingdom is already a little bit better because I can't even really remember a story in Breath of the Wild. It was just always like, man, there's that big serpent cloud that's spinning around the castle. I think we gotta stop that. But having Zelda actually be in Tears of the Kingdom, even though she's not in there a lot, But her being in the past, trying to do her thing, while Link is in the present, trying to manage a game. He usually doesn't have Princess Zelda with him, but like just doing his thing. Not knowing where Zelda is, though. Usually it's like, oh man, she just went into this portal. We have no idea where she's at right now. I'm trying to like process this game because it's been a few months, but I did almost play it for 300 hours. Rat, I can't hold back any longer. Whatever, phone's ringing, whatever. Rat, I can't hold back any longer. I am going to discuss why I'm a little upset with my experience with Tears of the Kingdom. And it's because in the pretty much in the middle of the game, Princess Zelda in the past is told by Minoru or by somebody, but I think it's Minoru or whatever. It could have been the queen back then of Hyrule. That if you swallow a sacred stone, you can become a divine, like, dragon beast thing. And Princess Zelda has this idea that if she becomes the divine dragon, that she can charge the Master Sword through thousands of years, so that one day Link can pull it from her. Well, Link can get the charged sword and save the day. Have a strong enough sword, a sword that broke the first time fighting Ganon at the very beginning of the game, a sword that can actually defeat the Demon King. That's pretty sweet. To think, if she decides to do this, which she does, she goes ahead and swallows this pill, but we'll get to that in a second. But if she decides, when she decides to do this, she's told, if you swallow this pill, you become an eternal dragon. You're going to have to live thousands of years until the day that it's your time era again, which is kind of weird, because then wouldn't there be another version of her? I don't know. Whatever. You'll never be a human again. You're going to turn into this dragon, and you'll be able to possibly help your friends in the future to defeat Ganon once and for all. Or at least just defeat Ganon. I don't know about once and for all. But you'll never get to be yourself again. And I remember just being like this, like holding my Switch in handheld mode. I'm going to pretend that you guys are my Switch, and just being like, oh my god, she is going to swallow it. She's going to swallow it. Oh my gosh, dude, they're going to kill Princess Zelda. Are they going to go from Princess Peach to Daisy? There's no way, because it's the Legend of Zelda. How, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I know what this is setting up. At the time, when I saw her swallow that pill, I was like, there's gonna be a third game. There's gonna be a third game. Right there. And that's probably like maybe like halfway through the game when she does that, maybe a little bit further. I'm not sure. But immediately I was just like, oh, third game. Oh man, ideas are flowing. What to do. But we'll get to that too. So Minoru says, yes, if you swallow this, there's no way of ever coming back to your mortal form. She does it anyway. She becomes the dragon. The Master Sword goes into her forehead, which is so awesome. And later on in the game, there's going to be a point in the game, Rat, where you're going to have to fight Ganon. And you do. You fight him a few times. When you're fighting him in his final form, Princess Zelda shows up to save you. To, like, not save you, but to help you in that final fight. And I've had some customers come in and say that final fight was a little too easy. I thought it was a little too easy. But it was an enjoyable fight. I thought it was really, I can't say different because there was other fights like that in the game. But it was an enjoyable fight. It wasn't super memorable, but it was enjoyable. At the end, you get to pull the sword. You save the day. I'm trying to, if Rat is still listening, I'm trying to be as vague as possible because of course this stuff's gonna happen. I mean, it's a happy ending. It has to be. Where's my toy? Where's mine? It has to be a happy ending. And that's the point. When you beat the game, dragon's flying in the air, and then all of a sudden, turns into person. Starts falling. Now, wait a second. That can't happen because Minoru said, if you swallow the sacred stone, you'll lose yourself forever. When you heard that scene was so powerful. So how does she transform back? All you have to do apparently is Link needs to put his hand out and then two ghost people join with their hands next to Link's hand and your friend comes back. So at the end of the game, when she was falling, I didn't catch her. I just let her fall. I was so mad. I felt cheated. I felt like they made 95% of a game, made a very, very good sequel. Checked off a lot of boxes. Sweet new boss battles, sweet new abilities that were interesting, very creative. I mean, it was like Minecraft Zelda. But that ending. 3 hands? 3 hands. Wish back, just wish really hard. Click my heels with my 3 hands. She starts falling. You have to catch her, by the way, or it just like whoop, and then you got to do it again. Catch her. You go to some like council meeting at the end of the thing. It discusses everything. I felt cheated by the huge sacrifice that Princess Zelda made earlier on in that game. We never even get a scene where like really, that I can remember, I could be wrong, when you play a game for 300 hours, you forget some of the cutscenes, I guess. But I never really remember like any moment where Link and the sages, his like new champion sages, ever even realize the sacrifice that Zelda makes. That she had to go, she went back in time, did what she did, swallowed the stone, became the dragon, waited thousands of years to get the opportunity to come back to help her friends. Still knowing that she was not going to be able to celebrate with them. She wasn't supposed to get that. And that's what's sad. That's the tears of the kingdom. Is that the true hero was Princess Zelda finally in this game. It was Link, yes, delivers the final blow. But I mean, in a time where everything has got to be very woke, very progressive. Shit. They didn't even realize that they did that and what opportunity they missed if they just kind of like leaned into more of, there should have been this. This is how the ending of that game should have ended. You fight who you fight. Again, Rat, I'm not trying to like give away too much of the end fight because I don't think you've made it there. You fight who you fight in the end. All that stuff happens. Ganon goes away. Zelda goes away. But before Zelda goes away, the dragon Zelda, she's flying around. More tears. That like sky pedestal where you have your little council meeting at the end of the game, still have that. Still have the ghost figure of Minoru. Oh, sorry, Rat, dude. There's a little bit of spoilers right here, but whatever. Have the ghost of Minoru there. Explain the sacrifice that Princess Zelda made. Have all those like sage champions being like, wait, you mean that dragon up there, Goro, is Princess Zelda, Goro? Minoru like floating there. Yes. She knew what she was doing. When she swallowed the sacred stone, she knew that it would be thousands of years of waiting for the day that her beloved Hyrule and her doing her duty, which comes first, that she could save the day. But then the saddest thing is that she doesn't even get a chance to enjoy it with them because she's over all these years lost her mind, lost who she is as this dragon serpent. And that's why she can kind of like realize the importance of that moment and more tears. Those tears should have fallen on sages, on Link himself. They could have been hit with a flash of thousands of years of that dragon flying through. How many iterations of Zelda have we played? How cool would have it been to do like a Flash movie, but better at the end of the Flash movie when they showed all the different Supermans and shit? Show Zelda flying over a Wind Waker world, a Link to the Past world. All of these worlds could have been represented, like, but then to just see, I mean, that sacrifice was just so huge. But just 3 hands, she gets to come back. If I miss something in some, like, you're supposed to buy this, like, Hyrule book thing to actually figure out what the true... No! 300 hours. Felt cheated. Wanted that ending to be so much better. Okay. So back to what should have happened. Minoru is telling Link and the sages about the sacrifice. The tears are hitting them. Now they realize with these memories that have just flooded through their brain, they can feel the happiness and the sadness that Princess Zelda Dragon is feeling. All they want to do is save their friend. All they want to do is get her back. And that, guys, is where they could have made an entire next video game. In my ending, and this can still happen. This could still happen. And I'll tell you how in a little bit. In my ending, sages are still saying like, so Zelda sacrificed herself? There's no way we can get her back? Minoru's like, she knew the risks. She knew the consequences. It was her choice. But then, in the distance, comes a character who is almost completely missing in Legend of Zelda. Completely missing. And that was Impa. Impa should have walked up slowly. Could have been a really cool shot. Done something like, well, actually, you might have been the wise one in Hyrule a long time ago. But since then, many new powers have come and gone. Some still around, but possibly just hidden. Everybody kind of turns and looks at Impa and gets a little interested, especially when she says, hidden. She continues. Legend has it that there are 3 stones, 3 weapons, 3 emblems, 3 pieces of jewelry. Many people have described them in different ways. They're known as the Triforces. And if you wield one Triforce, it could give you the power of a god. But it is said that if you can wield all 3 Triforces, you can get your heart's desire. Maybe in this instance, wishing back a young Princess Zelda plants the seed. Triforces? I've never heard of them. Could have had like everybody like, the Zoras have heard of the Triforces of long ago, but they have said to be lost in time, in space, even different dimensions. How would we find these? If there's a will, there's a way. Impa could say some stuff like, we might have records of the last know-abouts of someone who went after the Triforces. Maybe even Impa herself at one point could have been searching for the Triforces in her younger years. But it's just very funny, you guys, because think about this. During Breath of the Wild, no mention of the Triforces. Tears of the Kingdom, there's no mention of the Triforces. That sucks. It's one of the most legendary and iconic symbols in all of gaming. And especially in these new games where you're doing these like force bending powers. Why not a game where you take 3 Triforces, you break them up into 3 pieces each, 9 shards, 9 dungeons, but not just 9 dungeons. You could do so much with it. So much. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Back to what should have happened in my ending. So you're saying if we find these 3 Triforces, there's a possibility that our friend up there could be wished back, almost like Dragon Balls. Almost like the Super Dragon Balls, guys. Wished back. Everybody kind of turns and looks at Impa. Impa turns and looks at Minoru. And Minoru's like, I do not know of these Triforces, but if this is your elder, now everybody looks at Impa, then listen to her. She is wise. Impa just didn't really have a very big role in Tears of the Kingdom. That would have been awesome, because then she could have been like your Obi-Wan Kenobi helping you search down. The next game should have been The Legend of Zelda: Quest for the Triforces. Or The Search for the Triforces. Now people would be like, man, I don't know if I could go back and play that same Hyrule again, a 3rd time. Here's how you can. If you break up the 3 Triforces into 3s, you can make the game to where the Triforces have been lost or have been held by magic in different eras of time. We know that there's been you can access time. Princess Zelda access time. First, they got to figure out, how do we duplicate that? Now, how can we go back in time to these eras, almost like Avengers, holy crap, like Endgame, and find these stones and bring them back, put them together, not be tainted by their evil powers, because some of them could be tainting us, throwing a little Lord of the Rings. There's just so much you could do. But no, 3 fucking hands. 3 fucking hands. She just comes back and falls. Oh, so cute. She was falling. She was falling and you had to catch her. 3 fucking hands. I hated that. But it can still be corrected. This is how it can be corrected. You start the next game. Gloomy. It is just like raining outside. It is like a camera zooming in on Hyrule Castle. And it goes straight down in lightning. It's not a nice night. Camera zooms in, goes right into the castle bedroom. You think it's going to be Princess Zelda. It is Princess Zelda's bedroom. Goes in there. It's like moving around and stuff. Cool little angles. You think you're going to see Princess Zelda, but you find out that Link is living in her room. It has been 5. Actually, let's go longer, because these guys can live for a long time. It has been 15 years, because that's a long time. That's a long time. 15 years they've been searching. Every night, Link has a dream of the actual ending that happened in Tears of the Kingdom happening. Like, it's like a dream of, we beat him, we saved the day, and then I caught her, and it was beautiful, and then I got my friend, and we got all my new sages, and Minoru's at peace, and then, oh my god, I was just so happy. And he wakes up, and then he realizes, or like before he even like wakes up, it should just be like he turns to Princess Zelda, and then like she should like turn to him and be like a skeleton and just be like, you should have saved me, Link. You should have saved me. And then like goes away and like disappears. And then he like wakes up, and then like that could even just be the like 15 years later. And you're like, holy shit. So that ending, we just thought that was what happened. That's what he hoped happened. Oh, wow, that's some Joker shit. Like when you, at the end of Joker, when you find out that girl wasn't there like the whole movie with him. Brilliant, by the way. Brilliant. I really enjoyed these last 2 Zelda games. And a lot of people are like, I want them to go back to the old style of just classic. Guys, this is the style. This is the style. This is what they're going to do. And Ganon was so interesting that he could have been so awesome in this next game. Because back at that council meeting, when they realized that they can bring back Princess Zelda, Impa talks about the Triforces. You could have had in the bushes Master Kogi saying, if they can bring back Princess Zelda, I can bring back Lord Ganon. The race is on for the Triforces. But jumping into time portals, going back to a time where it's, yes, the same map layout of Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Hyrule, same map layout, but it's the era of Twilight Princess. It's that Ganon. That Link is running around. You gotta Back to the Future 2 your way around that shit and find Triforce shards that these guys are unaware of, that you're trying to do this. God, it could be cool. It could be so cool. Have to fight different iterations of like Ganons from different timelines, God, that could be a huge game. Go to a timeline where you could choose any one you want. The Ocarina of Time, you could choose any of the games that you would want. Legend of Zelda Across Worlds, whatever. I still think quests for the Triforces, because the Triforces need to really be represented in these games. I mean, why in the F is it even on the Master Sword? Why is it all over like Hyrule Castle? Why does it glow on the back of Princess Zelda's hand like a spider fucking sense when bad shit's about to happen? Or, I guess, good shit too. Just, the ending was incomplete for me. Really, really hope that they know what they're doing. That if they decide to go away from Ganon, and I don't think that they should because he was so interesting. And I really want a Ganon, like, okay, if you've been in the shop, I've said this, there needs to be a Ganon video game someday. A Ganon game, like, not just this, like, in the beginning of Hyrule, there was good, Princess Zelda, right there. And there was evil, or bad, Ganon goes right there. I don't like that. You're gonna tell me that this, like, poor boy was born to the Gerudo tribe, the one male every once of 100 years, just so that he could be bad, knowing that all his life, I'm bad. No. How about we get to see and learn about the thousands of choices that makes a person a person? Ganon could be so cool of a character. We need to flesh him out, guys. Like, Batman is like one of the most interesting superheroes because his villains are so popular. I want to know more. I want to care more about Zelda and Link because Ganon is so interesting. And it's been such a teaser all these years to be able to play him a little bit in Smash Brothers. I want to play him in a video game. I think a game like an Ocarina of Time style Ganon game where you get to play as the child Ganon. I mean, the king of the Gerudo. Born into this training, this vigorous training. Him being told that he is destined for greatness. Maybe not destined to be like the Lord of Evil and the Demon King, but he's going through some rough training, like where there would be like high fives and cookies at the end of training. If he's getting like only 5 lashes on the back instead of 20. Rough training. But he's being told it's for something great one day, that you will be great. And along the way, choices are made. Some good, some bad, and then some critical choices. That could be a very interesting video game. And with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom teaching us again that these characters can be so old, how cool would it be to like see a Zelda story or a game where you find out that Ganon, for hundreds, if not thousands of years, was the champion of Hyrule? That'd be so dope. There for like the birth of Princess Zelda. He's like the mentor for Princess Zelda, teaches like the magic that she knows. So we never really see her learning magic and developing her like abilities. But that's because her mentor is gone. It would be cool to see that. I would write that in, to have a connection between Ganon and the family. Ganon is like the Lancelot to the Hylian family. But then things would happen to make him not trust them. Maybe he gets married. Maybe something like he's on a mission because there's a bad person coming. He's going to destroy Hyrule. They've got to go on offense. He's like, okay, I'm going to leave. Please, King, everybody, Princess Zelda, watch over my wife. I'm going to go, like, kill this bad guy. And then wife dies, something like that. You were supposed to protect her, da-da-da-da. Starts, like, there's just so much you could do. But just know, in the beginning there's good, and there's bad. I think it's a little lazy. It's a little lazy. But really, yeah, it was just mainly the ending, you guys. The ending got to me. The falling thing, just that ending took a full point off of the game for me. I'm about to jump back over and check the chat and see what you guys have been saying and stuff. But if really quick, if you want to put your grade down, your score for Tears of the Kingdom, do that right now, and then I'll see it here in a second. Remember, with the grading system that I like to go by, I really like to go by here, is a 5 means that you would play or watch it again someday. Like, the highest score you can really give something to me that I'm going to take serious is a 9.9. A lot of people are going to say 17. That's not a score. Thank you for listening to my rant. Rat, if you are still here, buddy, because I've just been wanting to say my piece for a while. Just get it filmed somehow, because I've thought about just like setting up and talking about this and finding video edit, like clips, and doing like a whole video, and that's a lot of time. And I really enjoyed Tears of the Kingdom. I really did. Remember those check marks, you guys? They were there. It's just sloppy finish. Sloppy finish. I didn't get as mad as I thought. I didn't really need this. Let's move back over here, guys, so we can see what's going on in the chat. Thank you for going along with that rant. Where's my tripod? Where's my tripod? Yeah. There's Link and Zelda. There they are over there. Looking all good. 2 seconds. Get you back on here. All right. You want me to do that? Sweet. A little crooked, but whew, they were ready. Okay. Oh, you guys were nice. You just let me kind of do my thing. Nice. Thanks. Thank you. Glory to Master Koga, dude. Yes. Master Koga was a little bit of comic relief in Tears of the Kingdom, and I really think that they could like beef him up in my trilogy. God. Man, we need a third game, guys. We really need a third game. They could do it. They could still do it. Who's buying that game, though? I don't know. Zelda enthusiasts the best. Oh, talking about a Ganon game. Okay. Good question. Who would buy a Ganon game? And your answer was, you pretty much answered yourself. Zelda enthusiasts, at least. Okay, yes. You would get the Zelda people. But who would go see a Joker movie? And that made $1 billion. It's about marketing. And if they marketed it correctly, if there is a ton of references, like tie-ins to at least Zelda, like Princess Zelda, and eventually gets to Link, I think it could be really awesome, guys. Don't underestimate the villains. Just because Black Adam didn't do that great doesn't mean Ganon doesn't deserve his shot.
it could be awesome. I just think it could be awesome. Especially because, like, Link doesn't speak. He doesn't say anything. And how about for once you make a game where his opposite, the bad guy, he doesn't shut up. But people kind of love him. Like, he's their hero for a really long time. But there's also, like, they also fear him. They respect him. They're like, that's Ganondorf, the legendary one. Did you hear about the village that he saved? And then they go, like, he'll walk by and, like, on his horse and, like, kind of, like, not move to the side, but, like, get out of my way, people. And they'll be like, oh, like, have to back up. So there's just kind of, like, you don't fuck with Ganon. Ah, it'd be so cool. The boss fights, he could go around and be, like, fighting, like, the fire dragon and Death Mountain. Was that Volgus? Volgus, the fire dragon? And when you beat him, or the dragon, him or her, whatever the dragon prefers, you make deals. I'm supposed to slay you. But you're a beautiful creature, and you can serve a purpose. Lie dormant, the mountain is yours. If I ever need you, you are mine now. Or you can die. That would be so cool. Because then we're also learning about what makes Ganon so dope before you get to battle him in like an Ocarina of Time. You get some backstory. Need some more Lysol wipes. Show off these PS2 games too, you guys. Some sweet PS2 games. Just be really excited. Be really, really excited. I mean, yeah, it's probably never gonna happen. That's cool. But whatever. Dreamers can dream. Dreamers can dream. The alleged Zelda movie might... Dude, I can't even read the full chat on this thing. How do I switch it over? It's like getting cut off on the side over here. Chat. There it is. There it is. There it is. The alleged Zelda movie might spark some hope for a Ganon game. The alleged Zelda movie. You guys have heard about? A lot of people talked about that a few weeks ago for like a few days, and then it just went away. It just went away. Nothing was confirmed. If they do a Zelda show or a movie, do an anime. Do an anime. Team up with the people who did Castlevania Nocturne and Castlevania on Netflix. And just do it like that. And do, yeah, boom. Instead of a Ganon video game, do the Legend of Zelda story, but House of Dragon style. You start it, the Legend of Zelda begins all the way back, and it starts with an unlikely hero, Ganondorf. Get a whole season with him. End of that season can kind of end with that moment in Ocarina of Time where like the young Link is like spying through the window and seeing Ganon like kneeling in front of the king when you have to like sneak an Ocarina of Time through the like the bushes area. And like season 1 where like when that drawbridge opened, like came down, and you're there as Link, and you're like, oh, and you look up at Ganon. Now you're Ganon, man, looking down at Link, going, who's this? I feel some weird connection with this little elf dude. Can't let it bother me. And then he takes off. Like, be so dope. I love the villains because they make your heroes that much cooler. Flash is not as popular as Superman or Batman because who's Flash's main villain? Joker is way bigger than Ganon. 100% correct. I mean, to try to compare really Batman to The Legend of Zelda seems crazy. But then you think about how much money video games make and how like worldwide these characters have grown now. I mean, yeah, there's Six Flags where Batman, Superman, those guys have their own rides. But there's also Super Nintendo World now. They will make a Legend of Zelda ride one day as an extension to Super Nintendo World. It has to happen. Has to. We need better story writers for Zelda. They forced that happy ending. And even if you don't agree, it's okay, guys. I like when people have like, just like, they come in, that was such a great game, and they can just forget about it, move on to the next game, just like that kid, Breath of the Wild, who traded it in. I got games to play. But to me, it's like Legend of Zelda, at least Link to the Past, really got me hooked. Really pushed me as a gamer. And you just want these games to be special. You don't get them very often. It'll probably be another 5 years, 6 years until we get another big Zelda game like this. We'll probably get a couple other Zelda games in between, like another Hyrule Warriors type of Zelda. And I could see the team that did the Link's Awakening remaster coming back and hopefully doing like Link to the Past, because that would be fantastic in that art style. What was my game of the year in 2023? I'll answer that with a question. Do you, Derek, because I have a video that I'm actually working on about this, and I'll tell you right now, because some people won't want to watch the video. That's cool. But does it have to be a game that came out in 2023? Because in my video, it's like a top something list of games I just played in 2023. It could be a retro game that I just played in 2023. Or does it have to be a game that came out in 2023? Because I have an answer for both. They would be different. I'll just say them both. Like the game that came out last year that I thought, when the games are that good, 2023 was like a fantastic year in gaming. It was great. It's crazy when people come in here and they say like, man, games aren't like how they used to be. Yeah, but things change. We still have those old games that we can enjoy, but I don't want to shit on the new stuff. Such a good list last year, but if I had to pick just one, it's because this game just, you couldn't really find anything too wrong with it. And that would be Super Mario Wonder. It was really fun. It was really fun. How about you guys? What was your guys' 2023 game of the year? Did anybody actually get to play Baldur's Gate 3? I didn't get to play that one, so I haven't played that one. Oh, Derek was going to say like a retro game in 2023. But yeah, so yeah, game that came out last year would be Super Mario Wonder. It really could have been also Resident Evil 4, the remake. But since that is a remake, it can't be. It can't be. Gotta have its own category. Now, retro game that I played last year is gonna go to Earthbound. I did get to beat Earthbound for the first time. We talked about it in the last stream. I had gripes with it, but overall, it's a very, very good game. Very good game. But I'm excited for you guys to like see some of the other stuff because there's definitely a few games on there. Like I'll just say a few. Like have you guys ever heard of Bubble Ghost? Ever heard of a game called Bubble Ghost? It's for the Game Boy. If you've got Bubble Ghost, man, give that a like. That's a great game. That controls so surprisingly well on a Game Boy. Really fun puzzler, Bubble Ghost. BG Baldur's Gate 3 is S tier game for sure. Even non-D&D players can get into it. Awesome, man. That's good to hear because I never played the first two. So good to hear. Did you, Derek, are you going to Game On Expo? Because they did announce one of the characters from Baldur's Gate 3 is going to be at Game On Expo. But I don't know the character, unfortunately, because yeah, I didn't play it. Ivan, is RE4 remake worth buying? 100%. 100%. I always, again, like purchases kind of go by, am I going to get $60 worth of fun from this game? With RE4, yes. Yes. Buy the DLC, play the mercenaries. It's all really good. I still have the RE4 copy right now for the PS5. I will not sell that. I can't sell it because Tom Wolf, who was in the chat last time, it's his copy. He gave it to me, and you can't sell presents. That's just bad. Zombie, what's up? Heck yeah, dude. Welcome, bud. Oh, Texas Chainsaw Massacre on PS5. Sweet. Dude, does that have... That's got cross-platform, right? The Texas Chainsaw Massacre? I think I still got that on Game Pass. That was fun. That was fun. Sucked at it. Definitely need to grind like... back in the days of Friday the 13th. But Texas Chainsaw Massacre is like one of those games like you need a headset, you need your group of dudes that you can get online with, and you can just go. Oh, Gordo, there's a couple actors coming? Oh, sweet. To Game On Expo from Baldur's Gate? Sweet. I didn't know that. Probably the rogue player. I forgot his name. My wife ended up playing BG3 more than I did. Yeah, the post of the guy that I saw that they announced was like he had like white short hair. I think it's the dude with the bear sex. Remnant 2. All I've heard is good things. All I heard is good things. Bad marketing because never really heard of it. But a few customers came in here and said, it's like Gears of War had sex with Elden Ring. And it's like, what? What? Yeah. Like, that sounds great. Remnant 2. That's good. That's good. What's up, Ellie? Playing guitar over there? Your pretty little statue. I'm gonna grab this stack of PS2 stuff, you guys, because I did tell you earlier I was gonna show it to you. get a sneak peek before probably we'll jump off here in a little bit. Go home and make some dinner. Big old stack right here. Big old stack. Here we go. All right, so I'm just going to kind of rifle through these, going to show you guys some of the stuff that we got. And all of these were pretty good. If there's anyone you want to see at Game On, it's Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, is going to be definitely got to get something signed by him. I really got to hope that, I feel like it's going to be like $500 in autographs this year at Game On. Really, not even kidding. Like the over and under is going to be probably at $500. Sounds kinky, laugh aloud, but yes, it's like that. So it is like Gears of War had sex with Elden Ring. Wow, Remnant 2. It would be a while till I could get to it, man. Next up for me is PS5 Sifu. It's like a kung fu game. Promised Tom Wolf I would play it. And then after that, it will be on the PS5 Hogwarts Legacy. I'm behind. Came out this time last year. What was the worst game that I played last year? Dang, dude. I mean, I demo a lot of games here at the shop, like a lot of crappy Game Boy Advance games, Game Boy games. Like the Babe game for the Game Boy is terrible. It's kind of unplayable. But really, what was a bad game last year that is like, man, I just gotta stop playing this? Let me think about that. Let me think about that, dude. Remind me if I don't give you an answer. Nick has a price for the $1 Million Man. I don't know what I'm gonna get signed by him, but I believe I've got some VHSs. I'll try to find one with Ted, like bright and center. Maybe get a VHS signed by him. Oh, what up, Helsden? You got a nice stack ready for David Weiss to sign. Sweet. David is the legendary Donkey Kong Country and other games, like the composer of the music. What do you got, dude? What are you getting signed? I've got something really cool. I think I've shown it to you. Have I shown it to you when I'm getting signed by David? Because I've got it with me. It's here. I've been using it. Like, no joke, it's in my backpack. I've been using it. And I can't wait for him to sign it. Like, I'm not selling it. It's going in the glass case on display. I don't really like to get something signed to sell it. You get it signed because you want to display it. It means more. Especially when they're cool. Got Golem, King Kong. Here were the worst. I heard that Golem game was really bad, guys. Yeah. Man, last year, what was the worst game last year? Played some crappy stuff too when you go to video game conventions. Okay. You know what? Worst game of last year for me, because it completely made me irate, was, and you're going to see some video of it here in a little bit when I edit it, was it's this Blockbuster video cartridge challenge game where you have to play NBA Jam on this weird mode where the computer is insanely difficult, and all over the court these like different like numbers will pop up for a second and it'll say like 9 or 7 or S meaning speed. You can go like infinite speed, and you got to try to score as many points as you can in 1 quarter, and then it switches over to Judge Dredd. And then you got to play through the like this level of Judge Dredd. And you're doing all this on a Sega Genesis, by the way. Not the best controller. That game, it made me so mad because I thought that that tournament and the points of how you had to like get a high score was completely broken. And you'll see that more, what I'm talking about, when I do the video. Because we were all in this tournament at ATG Expo just a few weeks ago in Texas on this blockbuster like NBA Jam Judge Dredd tournament, and we couldn't. The point system was broken, and the dude who won glitched the game out some weird way to get like an extra bonus, like few million points. It was crazy. So that game, I don't know if it was the worst game, because NBA Jam's great. Judge Dredd's okay. NBA Jam is great. But because of the point system and the cartridge glitching out, I fucking hated it. It made me so mad. It was unfair. It was unfair. I humbly request a shout out in the video. Derek, shout out. Heck yeah. All right. Nice seeing you live, my friend. I met you a while back with my father. We traded in all those different Pokemon-themed handhelds. Wait. Did you trade in a blue DS-themed handheld that was Pokemon? Because I still have that. It's original DS. I want to say it's the Poke Park edition. If that's you, dude, awesome. Because I still have that. If not, you sold some other ones, awesome too. But that one, like, I had never seen that one before, so it was just like, what the hell are you? Poke Park edition? Like, what's a Poke Park? And then we had to, like, research all that. It was pretty sweet. So, man, dude, like, yeah, Helvin, you got a lot of stuff. Donkey Kong Country 1, you're taking your bath. So you're doing cartridges. You're taking cartridges to get signed. Yeah, man, the soundtracks were great in all those. I had no idea that he did Battletoads. That's awesome. That's like... It's a legendary sound. That Blockbuster cart is pretty bad, but it's my Grail game. Trying to finish a license. Yeah, I know. It's hard to come by that, man. They had it too. We were playing on the official cartridge. The Poke Park 1? I'm not sure. It was a Blue Nintendo DS, and it just said like Poke Park. Like I can't even remember the date. It might have been like 2005. Oh, that was you guys. Awesome, man. Heck yeah. Welcome in. Just got over a long rant of Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, wow, dude. Helvin, you're going to take the boxes to get signed. Big dick. Big boy. All right, here we go. PS2 games. And then I'm going to probably call it a wraps. Thanks, you guys, also for listening to Tears of the Kingdom. Kind of listening to my little rant on just what I was kind of hoping for was a third game. Just because I've really enjoyed these games and I just wanted more. And the Three Hands was just absolutely shit. It was just, that was no. No, no, no. Shame on you. You could have done so much with this. But here we go. First game up, kind of showed you earlier. We had a Yakuza get traded in. Stack these over here. Watch out, PS4 controller. Beautiful. Never played this. You guys know Chorikyu? Pretty good? Okay. Somebody who need a Tales game earlier? Yakuza might spike, yeah, just because of the new one being out. But could go down too. Okagi. I've seen action figures for this, and I've never played it, but the action figures were great. And there's a YouTuber that I used to watch a lot of his videos, but he just doesn't seem to post anymore. And he talked about it, Alpha Omega Sin, and he said that that game's really good. Got Dynasty Warriors 2. Oh, you ordered the new Yakuza? Sweet. Heck yeah, it's fun. Nice. We got in Valkyrie Profile 2. Pretty good. Champions of Norath. Got in a one of the dot hacks. Not bad. Okay, here's a game that first time I've seen it. I haven't seen this game before. So Stella Deuce, Stella shit. It's made by Atlas. Might be good, guys. The Gate of Eternity. Check that out. It's a pretty cool one. Dude on the back seems pretty sweet. Castlevania vibes. Stella Dos. La Pucelle Tactics. Some weird names. But those characters on the back look awesome. Never played this either. Made by Mastiff. It's that weird dog logo thing. First time ever seeing this game. Devil Kings. Haven't had this before. That was a new... Gotta make a new tag for this guy. Got in Magna Carta. Tears of Blood. Not bad. Champions of Norath. My wife lives and dies by that game. That's so funny that you got that traded in. Cool thing too is I think we have another Champions of Norath in the back room right now. So it's gonna have a friend. It's gonna have a friend. Literally, she won't play any other isometric action RPG. Not even the new Baldur's Gate 3. Should try the Baldur's Gate, dude. This is from a good collection so far. Yeah, no, this is a really good collection, you guys. This was a really good collection. And they took care of them and they look brand new. They really did take care of these. The next game, I'll show you the inside too. All of these are complete. I've already taken out the discs because these games I wanted, even if they looked good, I want to like hit the discs if they need to get buffed. I just did that earlier. Some of them are already sorted. But we've got Digital Devil Saga Part 1 of Shin Megami Tensei. All of these, like all the manuals, really good shape. Really, really good shape. It's clean. Good collector. Part 1. Part 2 as well. Boom. It's all in there. Not bad. Oh, these are cool. Full Metal Alchemist. Never played this. But the back looks awesome. This looks so much fun. Like that art style, like all that looks so good. Fuck, man, there's just too many video games. Got the other one too, Part 2. Really sweet. Oh, she is playing Baldur's Gate 3, but still not the same. That's cool. We all have to have that game that we compare everything to. So, Champions of Norath, that's hers. That's cool. Maximo. This game always sells like really fast. I always thought it was like a continuation of Ghouls and Ghosts. Makai Kingdom. Makai Kingdom, not bad. Got in Guilty Gear X2. Pretty sweet. Another Shin Megami Tensei, but Nocturne. And then this one, need to make a new tag for it, is Need for Speed Carbon, the Collector's Edition. Pretty sweet. This one is a double disc, but I had to buff out those discs. Also got in this box set of Destiny 2 today. It's got the stuff in here. Let's take a look at this book, because this book looks sweet. What? Dude. Is that like the Holy Grail on it? Is this open? Yeah, it does. Oh, sweet. Yeah, this has got everything in it, you guys. There's like... What? You got stickers, art. Let's see. Look at this little like wannabe Triforce. Look at that. They're like, hey guys, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom don't want to do Triforces, so steal that shit and put it in Destiny. Freaking cool. Yeah. This is great. Oh, there's a ring? No, it's not a ring. It's just an emblem. But that's pretty sweet. I got the Destiny 2 box. Probably not gonna open. I'm not gonna open up the Resident Evil box, you guys, or the Last of Us 2. I'll probably save that for YouTube. But I just want to say again, thanks, you guys. I'm gonna end it because I do have to go home, cook some dinner, and then get on the computer and start editing so I can get a video out tomorrow. I missed getting out a video on Monday, but yeah, I am trying to get back onto the routine to where we're doing Get a Life Bros episodes. Shorter, like 5 to 10 minute episodes, Monday through Friday on YouTube, every Monday through Friday. And then when I have the bigger projects, I'll drop those whenever I can. That's the plan. Edit a couple hours at night, wake up in the morning, finish it, get it posted before I have to get to the store. But man, that PS2 stuff, dude, I had some good stuff. There are some really good games in there. Ivan, have a great night, buddy. Thanks, man. You're here. You're 2 for 2. You made it to both the chats, both the live streams so far. Really appreciate it because there's a lot of people you can be watching. I'm weird. And yeah, again, I'm gonna be here in the shop. Eventually, I'm hoping that we can start having other people here, so that while I'm here doing this, I can actually get some work done. Because if I turn the camera on and there's people in here and they're nice enough to be here, I don't want you just staring at me while I'm dusting stuff. It's like when you come into the store, I do like talking, I do like making you feel have a good time. So it's why turn the camera on and film you if we're not gonna talk with you and shit? Even though you just listened to a very long rant where I couldn't really still the beginning. We're gonna get all the equipment. I just need to work with Vega. Vega will get here soon. Vega's the man. He's the tech wizard. But whoo! Keep pushing content, Derek. That's the thing. I know the game. I know the game. I'll every once in a while, you'll even see me do the thumbnail stuff. I'll break down and just do a crazy thumbnail. But a lot of times, I just like to grab a screenshot from the video and just use that. It's whatever. I'm not doing this for clicks, man. It's cool to make these videos because you forget all this shit. There's just too much stuff coming in. There's too many cool adventures. So you gotta make these little video vlog diary things so you can kind of remember the times. But have a great night, you guys. I am out of here. Woo! Woo! I love it.